Common Core State Standard. Integration of knowledge and ideas. Integrate and evaluate multiple sources of information presented in diverse formats and media in order to address a question or solve a problem. Objective. 11th grade social studies students will be able to learn why the United States became involved in World War II, providing primary and secondary sources, using 100% of understanding. Students will be able to complete a short summative assessment at the end of class. Now that we got through all the boring stuff, how's everybody doing today? Who's excited to learn about World War II? I know I am. Yeah, I actually can't wait.
I've been ready.
Okay, so kids, what do we already know about World War II? It was worldwide?
Pearl Harbor, right?
Correct. You're both on the money. World War II occurred from 1939 to 1945 and involved many countries. Some countries involved included France, Italy, and Russia, known as the USSR at the time. I have a question, Mr. Ferraro. What's up, Mark? Was the US involved for the whole 6 years from 1939 to 1945? Actually, no, we were not. We only became involved in 1941, and it lasted until 1945. Gotcha, thanks. Actually, does anyone know why the US became involved in the war? I've got no clue.
Same.
That's what I'm here for. The US became involved in World War II because of the attack on Pearl Harbor. During the early morning hours of December 7th, 1941, the Japanese Empire carried out a surprise attack on our U.S. naval base stationed there in Hawaii. Thousands of our men died innocently, thus directly dragging us into what was once Europe's war. Hundreds of planes dropped bombs on our warships docked. We tried to muster up our airplanes and fight in the air, but it was too late. I actually remember a little bit of this from last year.
Me too. We watched a movie on it.
Excellent movie called Pearl Harbor. After this happened, our president, Franklin D. Roosevelt, asked Congress to declare a state of war on the Japanese Empire. Congress approved instantly. President FDR said his famous quote, "A date which will live in infamy," referring to the attack. I've heard of that quote before, too. For the next 4 years, the U.S. was involved in overseas warfare in Europe, Japan, and the Pacific Ocean. The U.S. ended the war between Japan with the droppings of the 2 atomic bombs that were actually dropped under the Truman administration, not Roosevelt. Let's take a look at the map here. You can see Hawaii in the Pacific Ocean. Can anyone point out where Japan is?
It's on the other side of the world, but still in the same ocean?
Yep, that's correct.
Let me show you. It's right here.
Very good, students. You're grasping the concept. Now, let's see how well you really know it by taking a quick 2-question quiz each. Mark, in what year did the attack on Pearl Harbor occur and who carried it out? 1941 and Japan. Correct. Looks like you know it pretty well. Mary, it's your turn. What action did the U.S. take after the attack?
President FDR declared war on Japan.
Yes, that is correct. And as a recap, that is why the U.S. became directly involved in World War II. Okay, so the bell's about to ring. Great job today, student. You did good. So, was learning about World War II all that boring? No, it was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. See you tomorrow, Mr. Ferraro.